How to solve for t-test and how to use for t-table distribution. Ano ba ang c-test? Ito ang tawag na central limit theorem. Ang central limit theorem, kung ang number of sample size mo ay greater than or equal to 30, ito ay ginagamitan ng z-test. So, another meaning for c-test sa central limit theorem, ang tawag dito ay population variance or standard deviation is known. So, ano magiging formula natin? Kung ang population ng standard deviation ay n greater than or equal to 30, ganito ang ating magiging formula. So, c-test is equals to x bar minus the mean or the expected value divided by the population standard deviation divided by square root of n as a sample size. What if naman kung ito ay less than 30? Katulad dito. Pero gagamit pa rin tayo ng sampling distribution of small sample size. Sabi, pag less than 30, gagamit tayo ng t-test. So ano ba ang t-test? T-test is equals to x bar or the x value, the average mean, minus the expected value divided by the sample standard deviation divided by square root of n as a sample size. Take note, ang tawag sa t-test, population standard deviation is unknown. Dapat, ang sample size natin ay mas mababa sa less than 30. So, ito yung formula ng t-test. So, t-test is equals to x bar or the average mean minus the expected value, and then S as a sample size for standard deviation, and square root of n as a number of sample size. Ito ay ginagamit kung ang number of population mo or sample size mo is less than 30. Okay. Paano naman natin masosolve ang sample standard deviation? Kung ito ay unknown, ibig sabihin wala pa siya. So, meron siyang S stands for sample standard deviation, summation of x minus x bar, and then squared divided by n minus 1. Pag nakuha na natin siya, i-square root pa rin natin. Bakit tayo magbabawas ng n minus 1? Kasi meron tayo means degree of freedom. Paano natin ipapaliwanag itong t-distribution? When n is very large and S stands for sample size, is a very good estimate of population standard deviation. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Ang S, ang tawag dito ay sample size standard deviation. Ito naman ay population standard deviation. Corresponding to t-distribution are very close to the normal distribution. Ibig sabihin, pag bababa ang sample standard deviation, nagiging unti-unti siyang flat. So, parang kumbaga, ang normal distribution ay medyo pataas, ang t-distribution naman, normal curve pa rin, pero medyo nagiging flat. Sabi, become wider for smaller sample size, reflecting the lack of precision in estimating as a population variance. Ulitin ko, yung ganitong simbolo, population variance. Yung ganito namang simbolo, sample size standard deviation. Okay. Paano naman natin bibigyan ng characteristic o reflection ng characteristic ng t-distribution? Imagine niyo, ito yung x and y axis. So, meron siyang reflecting na sa 0. Ang t-distribution have more area in the tails than the standard normal distribution. So, ang pagkakaiba niya, ang normal distribution ay medyo asymptotic. Pero ito naman, parang umangat siya. Ito umangat ng konti. Ito yung t-distribution. Kasi, pag mababa nga naman yung number of sample size mo, nagiging flatten siya pero paliit ng paliit. So, pwedeng magkaroon ng 2 degrees of freedom. Example niya kung hinihingi. Or 9 degrees of freedom. While the other standard deviation, syempre, pag standard score ang kinukuha mo, gagamit ka ng C-table. Ano ba yung important properties of t-distribution? So, number 1, ang t-distribution is different for different sample, like sizes, or different degrees of freedom. So, ito yung degrees of freedom na binabawasan natin yung number ng sample size. So, t-distribution has the same general symmetric bell shape as a standard normal distribution. So, may similarities din sila. Kaya lang, ang similarities nila, pareho silang normal curve. Yung isa naman medyo na flat, yung isa naman medyo patayo. But it reflects the greater variability with a wider distribution that expected with the small samples. Take note, ang t-distribution, meron siyang mean of t is equals to 0. And the standard deviation of the t-distribution varies with the sample size, but it's greater than 1. Ano pa yung pwedeng mga properties ng t-distribution? So, as the sample size and gets larger, take note larger, meaning tumataas, the t-distribution get closer to the standard form. So, pag mataas na yung sample size, nagiging kahawig siya ng standard normal distribution. So, ito, the alpha or the variance, let t the value above which find the area under the curve. So, ang t-distribution, nagbabari siya sa degrees of freedom. Alam na natin, ang degrees of freedom, meron siyang t-distribution table na ginagamit. Okay. Magsosolve muna tayo ng t-test. Kasi sabi nga daw ang t-test is unknown. Wala siyang sample size standard deviation. Pero marami muna siyang pinagdadaanan bago natin makompute ang sample size standard deviation. Take note Sabi, look at this problem. A random sample size 6 from a population are recorded as follows. May 14, 24, 13, 12, 25, and 35. Test the mean of sample data is less than 30. So, paano natin siya makukompute yung sample standard deviation? Take note ang symbol niyan letter S. So, summation of x minus bar, divided by n minus 1. So, a-add muna natin yung 14, 24, 13, 12, 25, and 35. Meron siyang value na 135. So, i-divide natin siya sa 6. So, ang average is 20.5. So, iisayin natin siya 14 minus 20.5 squared plus 24 minus 20.5 squared plus 13 minus 20.5 squared plus 12 minus 20.5 squared plus 25 minus 20.5 squared plus 35 minus 20.5 squared divided by 6 minus 1. So, ito yung formula. So, 39.775 divided by 5. So, hindi pa yung tapos. May answer siya ng 79.4 at ang square root ng 79.4 ay 8.910. So, paano na natin masosolve yung t-test? So, ito yung formula nun. May x bar, nakuha natin ng 20.5 at meron siyang mean or average mean na 30. At yung na-compute natin ng sample standard deviation, which is 8.910, and the square root of 6. So, 20 minus 30 is negative 9.5, divided by 3.637. So, ang t-test niya ay negative 2.612. Paano naman natin magagamit ang t-table distribution or tinatawag na t-critical value distribution table? What is degree of freedom? Ano ba ang degree of freedom? Sabi nila, may formula daw na which is n minus 1. Ang n, ito yung sample size na babawasan mo sa isa. Halimbawa, sabi nga dito, For example, imagine a task for selecting 10 baseball players whose batting average must be averaged to 250, and the total numbers of players that will make up our data set, sample size, n is equals to 10. In this example, magiging 9 siya. Kasi yung 10, lagi mong babawasan ng isa. So, baseball players can be randomly picked with a 10 baseball player having specific batting average to adhere the 250 batting average constraint. So, ibig sabihin natin, pag meron tayong sample size, kailangan bawasan natin ng isa. Kasi dito nagkakaroon ng effect pag ito ay ginagamitan natin ng randomly pick. So, ito yung t-table natin. Ito, meron tayong tinatawag na degree of freedom. Take note degree of freedom. So, di ba pag sinabi nating 15 minus 1, so meron tayong 14 isipin nyo, 14. Paano paggamit? Pag gusto naman natin ng 30, so 30 minus 1, so 29 ka titingin. Yan. Eh, what if naman kung 44? Wala kang 44, titingin ka dun sa 60. 60. Or pag 60, doon sa, kunyari 63, titingin ka dun sa malapit sa 83 or 1,000, 102, halimbawa 101, titingin ka mismo doon sa 1,000. Okay. Depende yan. Meron tayong 0 degrees, 50 degrees. Kaya nga ito, 0, 50. Baliktad siya eh. Alam natin from 0 to 50, 50 degrees, 50. And then 60, which is 40. 70 to 30. 80 to 90, 95, 98, 99, 90. 99.8 and 99.9. So, meron tayong tinatawag na one-tailed and then two-tailed. Take note pag sinabi mong one-tailed, ito yung sa left. Left lang. Or kung gusto mo naman ng right, maglalagay ka ng left to the negative and right to the positive. So, pag hinihingi ng problem ay one-tailed lang kukunin mo. Yan. Kunyari, 90%. Ito yung one-tailed, 90% degree of freedom from 11. Kunyari, na-subtract mo na. Ito yung magiging value. Okay? Sige, mamaya magbibigay ako ng example. Ito yung problem number 1. Meron siyang n is equals to 15 or total number of population confidence level na 90% na meron siyang left tail. Ano yung magiging significance level kung 90% ang hinahanap natin? Siyempre, alam naman natin, meron siyang 0.10. So, ang degree of freedom is n minus 1. So, 15 minus 1 is equals to 14. So, take note, left-tailed ang hinahanap. Paano natin titingnan yan sa t-distribution table? So, paano natin siya magagamit as a left-tailed? Ito yung degree of freedom. Sabi nga 15 minus 1 is 14. Ito yun. Pag sinabi mong left-tailed, ito yung hinihingi kaninang 90% degree of level of confidence. So, 90, alam na natin pag 100 minus or 1 minus 0.90 is 0.10. So, titingin ka dito, 0.10, pero left-tailed ang hinihingi. Take note, laging sa one-tailed. One-tailed will be left-tailed and 1.345. So, ito yung magiging value. Paano natin siya i-drawing? So, try natin. Halimbawa, dito lang. Yan. Ito kung ano yung nasa taas. Mag-ano tayo ng t-distribution table. So, dito natin ilalagay yung yan, negative, 1, 3, 4, 5. Yan. Tapos, yan. Tapos ilalagyan natin ng konti dito. Dito natin siya shadean. Yan. Yan na. Negative. Left tail. Buburahin ko muna ha. Take note. Ito yan ha. Ulitin ko. Yan yung ginawa natin. Yan. Ito yan ha. Negative 1.345 left tail. Okay, burahin muna natin. Okay? So, alam naman natin na ito ang susunod nating problem. Okay, problem number 2. N is equals to 25. Confidence interval 95%. So, right tail, take note, right tail, significance level 1 minus 0.95 is 0.05. Dito rin kayo titingin sa 0.05. So, ito nga yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, pag right tail, dito yan. Degree of freedom, which is n minus 1, where 25 minus 1, titingin ka doon sa 24. Okay. So, ito na yon ha. Dito ka titingin sa 24. 24. Tapos, 0.5. So, titingin ka rito, 1.711. So, paano naman natin siya i-drawing? So, ganyan ha. Ito, tingnan nyo sa taas yung drawing ko. Maliit lang. Lilitan ko lang siya. Tapos, yun. Sa kabila naman, ilalagay nyo yung 1.711. Pero positive. Dito, ito yung pinaka-area niya. Okay? Ito naman, problem number 3. Number of 30 with a level confidence, yan, of 90. Two-tailed. Take note, two-tailed. Actually, isang negative, isang positive to. Isang negative, isang positive. Medyo mali lang ako. Yan. So, degree of freedom n minus 1. So, 29. So, yung n mo, 29. So, pupunta ka sa 29. Problem number 4. Yung sample size natin is 44. With a confidence interval of 90% two-tailed. So, 1 minus 0.90 is 0.10. So, ang degree of freedom niya, 44 minus 1 is 43. So, paano natin siya hanapin sa t-table distribution? So, kung ang t-test natin ay 43, take note, 43, dito ka pupunta sa 60. 60 pupunta ka sa 60. Yan. 60 ang pupuntahan mo kung 43. Tapos, two-tailed. Hahanapin mo yung two-tailed and then 0.10. So, itatapat mo siya. Yan. 0.10. And then, itatapat mo siya doon sa 60. So, yan. Yung value natin ay 1.671 for two-tailed. Yan yung t-table distribution for t-test. So, kung two-tailed siya, it means to say, isang positive sa left tail at isang negative.